part 2. Today is the 1st of September, 2025, on a Monday. So, I just had an interesting experience. Did my yoga meditation, whatever, today. And they spoke to me while I was in the closet, but then I came and did the meditation yoga. And my body started wailing. I have never experienced that before, but I know that there's something to that. My body was wailing. And while my body was wailing, while my body was grieving or releasing, I was wondering to myself, why am I not crying? But then it brought my mind back to all the other times when I wanted to cry and I couldn't. So what that tells me is I was holding all that stuff in my body. And so I probably at some point in time have already... That's it. It's a little distraction. 1 on the clock, I wasn't even looking for that. But I was wondering why my body was wailing, but I wasn't. And it made me think about all the other times that I had wanted to cry, but I couldn't. And so it showed me the identification between when your body and your mind are separated. Your body and your mind, while they form and they work in harmony and synchronicity, they also are their separate entities. In my mind, whatever I have been grieving and releasing, mentally, I'm already done with it. And emotionally speaking, I'm already done with it. But my nervous system and my body remembered. I did not give it permission to release whatever it is that I released. So my body wailed. The nervous system wailed. It released and let it go. And the reason why I mentioned the emotions and the mind in conjunction with the body is because emotionally speaking, I was already done with whatever. I don't even know how I know this, but I'm pretty sure I was already done mentally and emotionally. I already moved away from it. But you have to nurture the body too. I didn't give the body permission to release the grief. And truth be told, a lot of this stuff that I've been grieving, I didn't even know I was holding on to grief. I had no idea. But I guess this also gives me insight into what the effects of suppression look like too. Because if you're suppressing it, it's to keep it out of your mind, which means your subconscious is receiving this suppression as, okay, I don't know what to do with this, so I'm just going to put it in a loop now because I didn't allow my mind or whatever it was to process everything. Now, in my particular situation, it was already processed. I just had to let it out of my being. I just had to let it out of this physical body, out of the nervous system. So dealing with the mind, which is also part of the central nervous system, but even that, you have the brain and you have the peripheral, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, all stemming from the spine. That tells you how important each part of your being is. Because if I do a reading on this, when I do a reading on this, it's probably going to say everything I'm saying. Mentally and emotionally, I already let this thing go. But I had to give my body permission to release it out of my being. So it's interesting, too, how your body is its own entity as well. Like each part is separate. Oh my gosh, talk about this in the Bible, too. How each part is separate, but it works in harmony and unison together. So now I'm really excited to see like the rest of the week. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen because this was a big deal. And the reason I'm saying it was a big deal, number one, because I noticed this. Two, because this was ancestral. Oh gosh, it was ancestral. Because I bet you is from what I was reading on yesterday, which is like a negative pattern that was running in the ancestry. So my body had to release it. This is so interesting, y'all. when you start picking up the fragments of your soul and you start reclaiming, yo, this stuff is real, y'all. I'm telling you, this is real. But that's probably what happened. I had to make a video about this. There's a couple other things I want to say too, because I've been getting little notes and stuff. Hold on. Okay. So there's some notes that I was taking throughout since I've been up. I give myself permission to be and create my own safe space for myself, even in unsafe environments. Permanently, perpetually with ease. I am open, receptive, and available to the frequency, vibration, and energy of mimicry. I'm going to say mockery too. That's what's coming to me to say too. And the trickster energy for observation and mastery. I give myself permission to use and create all the space that I can throughout my physiology, permanently, perpetually with ease. I don't really need to say that. This is something that kept coming to me while I was doing yoga too. My word is law in my field. I kept hearing it in my mind. My word is law in my field. My word is law in my field. That's really powerful. And then Spirit kept saying to me, Spirit and Salon kept saying to me, it was like, only if you believe it. I know exactly what I mean. And I'm going to guard my frequency with all diligence. But I know exactly what they meant. Only if you believe it. As a man thinketh, so is he. And then I'm like unpacking some dreams and stuff. I tell you what. After this last dream that I just unpacked, I ain't got to worry about me disregarding any type of dream that I have again. Because it was like the floodgates open after I started unpacking this dream and realizing why it was important for me to unpack in the first place. I think I also had to come to the realization that everything that I had actually released, I actually released it. Because when you're doing spiritual work and stuff like that, you're doing energy work and you're doing it by yourself, like, you can be confident, but you still need to see the proof. Like, there's a practicality to spirituality and stuff like that, right? So that means if they said it and then you do your part, they're going to prove that what they said, which is if they spoke freedom, then they're going to show you that you're actually free from it, right? And I think that's what I had to realize with these dreams. Like, nobody was playing in your energy. When you disconnected from them, you actually disconnected from them. And now, when you have dreams, you just have to pay attention to them because it's energies that it's emotions that you've been suppressing or repressing, or, not whether it's intentional or not, that you have to unpack. It's some emotions that's trying to speak to you. So I had to say that because this week is about to be shopping. I don't know why, and I don't know where that's coming from, but this is about to be an excellent week. There's something that's coming. Major. Love y'all.